To start off, can somebody tell me what spoofing is?
What?
What is spoofing?
Listening to someone else's voice.
Yeah, spoofing is pretending to be someone else. It's you pretend
Pretending
to
to
be
someone
someone else.
else.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Okay. The MacChanger tool is used to spoof the MAC address. So let's start by discussing what MAC address is. It stands for Media Access Control, and it's a unique identifier assigned to some network interface controller that will identify your computer in a network within a network. It is unique, it is hard coded, and it cannot change permanently. Okay, so it's also called as a physical address, right? Here we know that yes, you can't really change it permanently, but you can change it temporarily, and that's called the spoofing. So MAC changes address spoofing. Here you temporarily change your media access control to something else. Okay, it is also part of Kali Linux. Okay, so why would we need to change MAC addresses? One thing is if somebody has blocked your MAC address in some wireless system, then you can bypass it by spoofing your MAC address. Or if you're suppose you're performing some penetration testing to some tool, then you can spoof your MAC address so that the admin or the host of that tool you're penetration testing, they don't come to know they don't come to know your MAC address. They'll come to know your spoofed MAC address. So those are the two things that the MAC address spoofing helps. Yeah, so we'll just go into execution. You guys are hearing me, right, till now?
Yes.
Yes.
So first, I'll just open Kali Linux. Okay, so I can open the terminal, or I can go from my sniffing and spoofing here. I can go to MacChanger. All right. So the first step is you have to take down the network adapter in order to change the MAC address. So the command for that is ifconfig each0 down. Each0 is your network adapter. So I will just type that first. Next, I will try the MacChanger -h command, which will give me all options in the MacChanger. So here you can see, you can find the version, you can show your current MAC address, or you can change the MAC address. So if I do MacChanger.s dash s, sorry, not dot dash s. Okay, we finished this. All right. The next thing is if you want to change the MAC address. So if you have a particular MAC address, you can use the -m option. -m. Now I'll give some MAC address. A 23 4 0 1. And each zero, my adapter I have to specify. Okay, so here you can see the output. The current MAC address is your old MAC address, and the new MAC address is what you changed it to. So here I changed it to AA23E4, so that is what my new MAC address is. The permanent MAC address is it will always be stored for which is your original MAC address. Okay, now I'll show you what the permanent MAC address will come for. The next option is -r. -r will give a random MAC address. If you don't have a MAC address in mind, you can just put -r, and it will assign some random address. So now your old MAC address was AA23, which reset, and the new MAC address is some random MAC address AA1ABD or like that. But your permanent MAC address is your original MAC address. This will never change. Okay. So you can keep doing this to get some other, you can spoof it to some other MAC address. Okay. Then the next one is dash E, which is don't change the vendor bytes. The vendor bytes are the last 6 bytes of your MAC address. So here, if I do dash E, it will also assign a random address, but as you can see, the first 6 bytes will not change. Now, only the last 6 bytes it will randomize. So 68 EC became 70 21 90. Okay, and then finally, if you want to get back your original address, you can just do dash P. Now here it will assign your permanent address as the new MAC address. So now your new MAC address is 080027, which is your original MAC address of your system. And to end with, you want to up your network adapter again. So yeah, so it's a very easy to use simple tool which is it provides an effective way to spoof MAC addresses. Any questions? These are the references I used. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, all of you got that? Whatever
Yes,
she's
ma'am.
told?
Anything you want me
Yes,
to
ma'am.
repeat? Any other?
Yes, ma'am.
I
It
will
is
upload this
easy,
to the
actually.
classroom. Yeah, it's very easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. Okay, Chandana is there?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll stop
Okay, can
sharing.
you, yeah, stop sharing. Chandana,